John, what are your thoughts on that one and where you kind of fell short here today?
First half, I liked the pace and the flow of the game, but we didn't respect the little things within the game to allow us to regain some momentum. And they capitalized, like some of the things we wanted to take away from certain guys, the urgency to get that done, or we'd have a good possession, they'd get an offensive rebound. And then, we get a little impatient with our offense, thinking we need to try and fix that on the next possession instead of chipping away. Because I did feel like we had our chances in the second quarter to arrest it a little bit, and we did a good job just to get it back to 10. But there's only so much hanging on the ropes you can take until they knock you out. So they got a good spirit about the way they're playing right now.
It's always tough to back up with a quick turnaround like you've had from Friday to today and the earlier game today, and I'm sure there's no excuses within you guys, but do you think there was a bit of a lack of energy in the first quarter, especially defensively, that kind of let them get a run on and get comfortable?
No, it's like we're all paid to perform in this forum, so it's on us and individually to make sure that doesn't happen. If we want to be a great team, you find ways to overcome that, and I'm certainly not about excuses. We have the opportunity to play and perform, and we've been playing well. We just need to respect the little things within the game that allows you to win. Winning's hard, and this league is difficult. So you need to respect and have an edge about your approach to it so you can get it done. But in saying that, we have some highly talented youth out on the floor for us. So for them to understand the emotion of the game Friday night, and then to understand what comes along when you travel on the road, is like, that's the first time we've had this kind of turnaround. So for us, like, this is a normal Perth type of situation, so we have to handle that and understand what comes along with that.
What have you made of the ability of the likes of Ben and Elijah kind of playing a bigger role in terms of usage and really trying to lead this offense? Obviously they've been without Bryce for a little while, but now without Dylan out there today as well. So how have you found those two?
Yeah, like opportunities being presented, so they're getting on the spot learning, which is great. But you can see with youth the consistency of your performance, because you can't get that at under 12s, under 18s. You can't get that in the college atmosphere. So you have to feel that moment so you can grow and understand what that really is. Like, we can talk about it, but until you become this guy, you don't understand what that really entails to win, because just showing up's not going to get it done.
Yeah. And Tasmania on Thursday, again, it's a fairly quick turnaround from today. Do you expect to have Dylan back for that game, or not sure yet?
Not sure yet. We brought him over here expecting him to play. I'll let the medical staff deal with that, and it'll be great to have him back, yeah.
Speaking of the man to your right, big milestone today, breaking the all-time record for your club. What can you say that, we all know what he means to this club and what he's meant over the years, but what can you say about the ability of him to continuously kind of lead by example and being in these pressure moments where things aren't going right, and probably, just a good head on his shoulders for the young guys to learn from?
Yeah, you've nearly answered your own question there, Tom. But we've probably both been asked this question a lot this week, and something that we talked about a couple of weeks ago. For someone just to show up for 16 seasons every day with the mental and the physical devotion to it is truly commendable. Anyone that's been in a pro athlete understands doing it for any period of time is a feat, but then to think that he shows up every day for 16 years with the same mentality and the same willingness to learn or help out a teammate, like, that's where the true value is. And he truly is about all the right things, why we all originally started playing sport at whatever age we did.
Jess, I know you don't like having the attention on you too much, but what does this milestone mean to you?
I said it during the week, to be honest. I haven't, not to disrespect the accomplishment at all, but I haven't given it too much thought, to be honest. I think it's probably something best left to think about kind of when you finally hang up the boots. And that's not to disrespect the accomplishment, as I said, but at the same time, certainly the short term is, I think, probably a bit more important, and how we're tracking as a team and if we're playing the right way and things like that. So saying that, I'm certainly proud, and it's certainly been a long time, but at the same time, we've certainly got a job to do.
And what are you enjoying about this group this year that still kind of gets you up and about every week and gets you excited to go to practice and everything like that?
Well, I know we're a quarter of the way through the season, pretty much, I think, almost over. But I still think our kind of potential. I certainly think, this game was probably a bit of a letdown on that, but I think the last two games, if you take the result aside, I just like the way we've been playing. I think we've had a really good edge. I think we've had great intensity. I've spoken about it in the last 2 weeks in the media. I think we've been playing the right way the last 2 weeks. As I said, I think this game was probably a bit of a drop off on that, and that's kind of the way you got to play in this league. You got to play with an edge. You got to play with a hunger and a desire, or whatever word you want to use. It kind of all means the same thing in the end. But you got to be solid, and you got to be consistently solid, and willing to do the details and the little things. And and if you lose, so be it. If they make a shot over a contested hand, and so be it. You get the ball out and you go down the other end. But I think it's that consistency and that intent and that hunger, desire, will, application, whatever you want to call it.
John, how's Bryce tracking? And any dates yet?
No, it's consistent. Like, he's day to day because of the type of injury. It's just purely going to come down to when he can tolerate the pain that goes along with the movements that you're going to do in the game. So, but he's made great progress.
And he's a shooter around now?
Sorry?
He's training and shooting and doing a lot of the stuff the other boys are doing?
He's shooting, yeah. Yep.
Good.
JR, just on Bryce, has he had trouble sleeping because of the pain from the injury? Has it been that serious?
I believe early on. But yeah, I'm not tucking him in, but he's sleeping okay.
That's it, guys. All right. Thank you, Coach.